Hello and welcome. So let's start with the DBMS PYQ. So this is 2019 paper, Computer Science. So in this series, we will be solving all the previous year database management system questions, right? So let's look at this question number 52. So what we have been asked that consider the following relation. So we have given three relations, that is P, Q, R, and how many tuples will be returned by the following relational algebra query, right? So we have given this query, relational algebra query. Now we will have, from this query, we will have to see that how many tuples this query is going to return, right? So okay, let's look at this expression, that relational algebra expression. So if you look at this first part of the expression, what they are doing is they are taking the cross product between these two tables P and R, right? And once you will take the cross product, and after taking the cross product, what you have to do, you have to impose some condition here, right? So this is the condition. So after taking the cross product, you will have the long table, and on that table you are going to impose this condition, and you are going to select those row who will be satisfying this condition, this green one, right? And at the end, what we are doing is the projecting the x, that x column, right? So let's look at this first, that how it is going to execute, right? So P cross R, that means if we pick this first row, it is going to be with all these, right? So for this first, we will have the four tuples, right? So that P, what this P cross R will return, let me just give you an idea that what how it is going to look like. So here we have attributes x, y, z, and y, p, right? So the first tuple that we are going to get with the P cross R is x1, y1, z1, and here y1, v1, right? Again, we will have x1, y1, z1, and this y3 and v2. Similarly, here we will have this one, y2, v3, and similarly we will have this y2, v2, right? So this is what we are going to get, and so this is from the first row of the P, right? So similar thing we are going to do with the second row, third row, and this fourth row. So total tuple we are going to get is 4 cross 4. That is, so here we will be getting total of 16 tuples, right? Now next step is what you are going to do is impose this condition, right? And what you have to look is that in this table, that in P cross R, which tuple is satisfying this condition. So what we have to look is that P dot R would be equal to R dot Y. So without even looking at this complete P cross R table, based on this condition, you can select the tuples, right? So you see that this is and. So what we are looking is, in our relation, R dot V should be only V2. So if you look at this, here are V2 and here is V2, right? And with this AND condition, and what we are looking in this one more condition, that P dot Y is equal to R dot Y. So in this column, what we are looking is that P dot Y. So first of all, we are bound with this one, these two. So we will look that if Y3 is there or not in P. So there is no Y3, right? So this is not going to select anyhow. And if you look this row, then Y2 is there with this, right? So what is the tuple we are going to get till here is this x2, y2, and z2, and with that y2, v2. Right now, what we are doing is the projecting this x. So this is x, y, z. So we are projecting this x. So ultimately, we are going to get this table, right? Okay. Now let's do the same thing with this second expression. So in second expression, what we have to look at this q cross r, right? So in this table, so q and r, right? And with the condition that that q dot t should be greater than 2. So we will have this tuple, we will have this, and yeah, that is all, that 5 and 6. And with the AND, what we have to look at that q dot y. So q dot y so equal to y dot r dot y. So r dot y is this one. And if you look, so this, that will look for y2, right? So this is going to make the cross product with this and with this, right? Because here y2, here is y2, and here is y2, right? And with y1, this is going to make the cross product with this, and that is all. I think only 2, right? Because y1 is there, y1 is there. And yes, and with this condition, we will have row. Let me write down the row. We will have x, y, t, and y, v, and with that we will have x1, y2, 5, and y2, v3, and x1, y2, 5, and y2, v2, and we will have one more row, that is x1, y1, 6, and y1, and v1, right? And at the end, what we are doing is projecting x. So we are going to project this x. So you see that all these are the x1, x1, x1. So we will not have the duplicates here, right? So at the end, what you are going to get from this expression is this x and this x1. Right? And what at the end, what we will have to do is we are taking this difference, right? So if you take the difference between these two sets, what you are going to get is the x2, right? So a minus, what does it mean, a minus b? Elements that are in A is not in B. So x2 is in A, that is not in B, right? So that is why x2 is the only element that is going to be selected. So what we have been asked, that how many tuples will be returned by the following relational algebra query. So there is only one tuple. Okay, now let's look at one more question. So look at this question number 51. A relational database contains two tables, student and performance, as shown below. The primary key of the student table is roll number, so roll number is the primary key, and for the performance table, the columns roll number and the subject code together forms the primary key. But consider the SQL query given below. Select s dot student name and sum. And what we are doing that, so first of all, let's look at this. So what table we have? Student S, performance P. So we are going to take the cross product of these two tables, right? And what condition we are imposing is that P dot mask should be greater than 84. So in the cross product, what are the tuple that you are going to get is, so we will select this first row, right? And if we are taking the cross product, then this will get and this will, and let's check the marks also, so that we are so satisfy this condition, right? So marks would be greater than 84. This is, so we can take this because mass is 90, and we can take this because mass is 89, and we can take this also because mass is 90. We cannot take this, right? Because here sorry, mass is 80. So what we are going to get is 1 Amit, and with this we will have the roll number here 1 and the subject code A and marks 86. Similarly, we are going to get this 1 Amit, so 1 2 3 4 5 times, and here we will have 1 and 2 and here we will have A B C A C C, and here we have 95 90 89 92 90, so 86 95 and 90 89 and 92, right? So how many tuples are there? 1 2 3 4 5 tuples are there. Now this was this cross product with the only first row. Similarly, we are going to do the cross product with the second row, and again you are not going to take this row because this has mass that is less than 84. So again you will get the 5 next 5. So here 5, next again you will get next 5 with the second row, and with the third, and with the fourth, and with the fifth. So ultimately you will get the 25 row with this cross product and with this condition. And what you are doing is grouping the student name, right? So if you group the student name, then how many group you will form? This is the first group with the Amit name, right? And second group you will form is with the Priya, and third with the Vinit and Rohan and Samita. So you will have the 5 group because you are grouping using student name, right? You will have the 5 group, and what you are projecting at the end is this, right? Student name. So you will have all the student 5 name, and you have grouped to sum up the marks. So at the end, what you are going to get is that Amit, and it's the sum of these 5 marks. And similarly with the Priya, Vinit, and Rohan and Samita. So at the end, how many row returned by SQL query? So with this 1 group, and again with Priya, you will have 2 groups. So similarly, you will have the 5 group, and so that is all. So number of row will be returned in 5. Okay, thank you.